Out at the lake fishing just the other day. Thought I saw Bobby's boat about 300 yards away. Got up closer just to take a look. Sure enough, it was Bobby, tying on a treble hook. Well, old Bobby's a good friend of mine. We go fishing all the time. If there's one thing about Bobby, it'd be this: Bobby sure does love to fish. Said, aren't you supposed to be on your honeymoon? You should be locked away in some motel room. He just looked at me with a big old smile. Said, I just need to go fishing for a little while. Well, old Bobby's a good friend of mine. We go fishing all the time. If there's one thing about Bobby, it'll be this: Bobby sure does love to fish. Said she went to see the doctor, got an antibiotic shot for that bad case of gonorrhea she's got. So we can't do nothing till she's better, they say. And you know how I like fishing anyway. Well, old Bobby's a good friend of mine. We go fishing all the time. There's one thing about Bobby, I'll tell you this: Bobby sure does love to fish. Said, I don't know much, that's for sure, but can't you just use the old back door? I can't do that, her roids are really bad. So I figured if I'd see if I could just catch some shad. Oh, Bobby, he's a good friend of mine. We go fishing all the time. And if there's one thing about Bobby, it'd be this: Bobby sure does love to fish. Hey! That's really tough, is what I said. But can't you at least just get a little head? He said, I know she'd be willing to please, but she's got a bad case of gum disease. Oh, Bobby, he's a good friend of mine. We go fishing all the time. And one thing you gotta say about Bobby, well, it'd be this: Bobby sure does love to fish. Said, ain't none of my business, that's a fact. And there ain't no way to say this with any tact. But Bobby, why'd you go and marry this dish? He said, she's got worms too, and you know how much I love to fish. Oh, Bobby, he's a good friend of mine. We go fishing all the time. There's one thing about Bobby by now you know is this: Bobby sure does love to fish. Sweetness and light, baby. Do you think that was better?